Hi, I'm Noah, and today we're going to be looking at something I made ages ago. Well, not quite ages ago, it was about 6 years ago, and it was my first Arduino project. So let's get started. This is the bullshit meter. It uses the ambient bullshit in the air to determine the average atmospheric falseness and thus the percent BS. It's a random number generator with a dial. When you press the button on top, it detects a reading of bullshit and flashes one of these three 10mm LEDs. It also waves around the dial here to make it look like it's sensing. There's a little equation on the front that converts from percent BS to shits I give. So, how does it actually work? Well, at the heart of the bullshit meter lies an Arduino Uno, which does all the calculations. It also has a piezo buzzer to act as an alarm, and the three LED lights here along the top are wired along this breadboard over here. The meter itself is controlled by a micro servo, and the whole thing is powered by a 9-volt battery on this side. As for the code, the bullshit meter is constantly waiting for the button on top to be pressed, and as soon as the user presses the button, the Arduino will read the ambient current in the air from its analog pins. There's nothing connected to these, so the ambient current is essentially a random measurement of how much static electricity and stuff is floating around. It then will input this as a seed to the Arduino's pseudo-random number generator. This is important as computers cannot create random values. In fact, much of the internet's security is controlled by lava lamps for this very reason. The Arduino just cycles through a list of seemingly random numbers. However, the list resets every time the Arduino is reset. So the same numbers will always be used. This is why the ambient current being used for the seed is so important. It tells the Arduino to start at a random point in the list and continue from there, thus making the bullshit meter's results that much more convincing. Anyways, once the number is generated, it is mapped to a degree from 0 to 180, and it is displayed by the dial servo. The Arduino then determines whether the dial is in the low, medium, or high position and flashes the appropriate light and alarm tone. Here it is in action. My YouTube channel is very successful and definitely has well over 35 subscribers. Alright, I'm gonna have to redo that one because let's just read that. My channel is very well over 35 subscribers. Is there something about getting here? Why? Yeah. My YouTube channel is very successful and definitely has well over 35 subscribers. Bingo! This mustache isn't nearly long enough. Don't you agree with me, little bullshit meter? Everything is fine. It's all gonna be okay. So there you have it. This was my first Arduino project. I made it for my dad for Christmas back in 2014, and this really was the start of it all. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.